It begins today. We've had this unofficial campaign for a long time, but Ted Cruz today is going to make it official. He will be the first candidate to officially declare a candidacy for president. He's going to do it down at Liberty University. Jerry Falwell founded that school. It's an evangelical college in Lynchburg, Virginia. Ted Cruz tweeted out last night that he was going to run. Funny, a picture of an Iowa cornfield, I think, in that tweet. What? No mystery about that. And he's posted in the last 12 hours 2 videos online saying, hey, I'm a candidate for president. Let's take a listen.
I'm Ted Cruz. If you want more of the same, there'll be plenty to choose from. But if you want real conservative change and a proven record, I hope I can earn your support.
Ted Cruz for president.
So a little unorthodox, getting out ahead of his speech, which I guess is the new social media world we live in. Ted Cruz, yes, no? What do we make of this?
You know, everything Ted Cruz does, there seems to be a little bit of mischief going on. You know, we all know that Rand Paul is planning to announce in the next 2 weeks. So Ted Cruz kind of stepping all over that, I think, is really interesting. And there's a little bit of a rivalry there, but he's trying to occupy a space that is the anti-establishment candidate and, you know, trying to beat out Huckabee, Santorum, Rand Paul, and a couple others. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. And Liberty University is an interesting space.
The crowded space there. He's got younger voters that Rand Paul wants that slice, so you go to a university. Evangelicals, it's an evangelical college. It is crowded on the right in this field. And is that a reason to try to get in early and say, hey, wait, and try to block some of the money maybe? I think Ted Cruz is going to have a fundraising challenge because Speaker Boehner despises him. Leader McConnell despises him. A strong word, but that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Republican primary is kind of like the Game of Thrones primary, and he feels like by getting out in front and striking the first blow, being the first guy to come out there, you know, you can see the fundraising appeal is basically already in my inbox, I think. So he thinks it could help him, give him an advantage, help him get some financial benefits, but it's going to be rough. He certainly doesn't have the financial backing like the folks more on the establishment side of things, the Jeb Bushes have. And it's a really crowded field. He has Rand Paul pushing for libertarians. He has Mike Huckabee, you know, trying to carve up this slice of evangelicals. He thinks he can kind of unite a coalition of evangelicals, Tea Party folks, and libertarians and come out ahead.
And if you look at conservative media, conservative blogosphere, conservative buzz, the guy gets high marks, and he has for a long time. He came to Washington. He's a freshman senator. Remember, he rode the Tea Party wave into Washington. Conservatives love him not only because he opposes the president. President Obama at just about every blink. He's been out there saying repeal, defund, do anything to stop Obamacare, but he also fights his own leadership a lot, even traveling from the Senate over to the House side to urge the Tea Party guys to fight Speaker Boehner. But look at our polling. This is our polling going all the way back to 2013. 7%. Then you see him at 10%. That's right after the government shutdown. Ted Cruz was part of the 16-day government shutdown over whether or not the health care law would pass and all that. You see 10% there, then 7%, 5%, 4%. If he's so well known among the conservative base and so well liked for standing up against the president and against his own leadership, why is Ted Cruz in the single digits?
Ted Cruz doesn't usually have an end game when he stands up for these things. Nothing actually happens. He makes a fuss, and then it actually goes back to how it was. So, you know, the fact that he does kick up a lot of sand, but at the end of the day, it's the same. It's the same result.
And it's particularly interesting to look at, if you look at where he traveled in the midterms, he didn't really go that many places. People weren't clamoring to have him. He did a couple races. He did Kansas, which of course was, you know, he was lending support to Pat Roberts, who was running in a competitive primary sort of situation. But he didn't go to Colorado. He didn't go to these more middle-of-the-road states. So I think there will be a real electability question once folks get into the general. And Republicans want to win. They want a candidate that can go all the way.
They want to win. Iowa has a history of taking somebody from the right. We saw Huckabee, Santorum last time narrowly. It'll be really interesting to see that space on the right. I think his biggest challenge as he gets in officially is that a lot of even Republicans see him as a protester, see him as an opposition figure, not as a president. I think that'll be interesting to see if he can make that transformation. And as you noted, Rand Paul gets in on April 7th. I'm told Marco Rubio likely to go the week after that.